National.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be forced out of bounds for a very solid return. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. Taking off, he'll try to get there. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being recorded.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen going to give this to Davis. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And that'll a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
From the gun, Jackson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Bills' offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Allen. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here is Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Slot man in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Gilliam. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and
From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And the defense can't look to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride to the vibe.
Allen working from the pistol. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen going to throw again. He's in it with Palmer on that one. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Allen to the end. A throw on the move is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Run with Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. To the goal line and in. Colton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. You got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Once you flip it over, who is the guy? He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And in motion is Coleman. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen now on 2nd down. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
4 yards.
They'll run the draw with Cook. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there back. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 8
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Allen. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier.
And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. Point try by Bass. His kick is good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This field ended about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of they kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I can give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss, and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Josh Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Throw on the run is complete. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down's looming. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A first down throw for Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. 2nd down and 3.
Number 7, Rashad Bateman.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open right side is likely. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
18. And the Baltimore
Back to throw, Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 more yards. Complete to just
Here's Hill. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
a gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he gets that one complete to Collins. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Second and 3 at the Bills' 14.
Jackson now on second down. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Baltimore first down.
Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get.
7-yard attempt.
That one is good. And the Ravens get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And it's the touchdown king from 2024, Jahmyr Gibbs. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the veteran tight end, Colby Parkinson. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. The Rams go on to the dominant win. They beat the brakes off of their opponent. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Titans come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. And as night falls on a fantastic first Sunday of football, a look here at the rest of the action on a hectic first day of the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball. start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Buffalo.
47-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the gun, here is Allen. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
Now I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their Week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So, don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to Week 2.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Ravens.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down. Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he'll take this one in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Ravens.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Man in motion is Coleman. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards on the play. And the Bills, 1st down.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right.
32-yard line.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Looking downfield for Coleman. He's got it. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 53 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Cook. And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Passes kick is good. And the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense. And their running back set to go once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hill. He'll manage only a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Here's Jackson. He takes off. down at the 38. Throwing Jackson. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, Jackson. That's the rookie first rounder, Max Lowe, Hairston. And the Bills are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins with a run by Cook. He is met and dropped.
Welcomes you to the following presentation.
Living on the edge and finding out